This is a sponsored video. I repeat, this is a sponsored video.
8 times the power.
Let's go. But you weigh too much. Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict.
And I'm his wife.
What's your name?
I don't have a name. Nobody cares about me.
And this is Janice, my wife. Together, we are going to explain you, or we are going to give you some tips in case you want to do your first marathon. So consider these the beginner's guide to marathon. Can we call that?
Yeah, I have some questions.
Okay, tell me.
So what if you need the toilet?
That's a good question. Maybe someone in the comments can tell us.
I need to pee all the time.
You actually need to keep on drinking liquids while you're doing it, so that's going to make it...
Do they give you liquid? Do they are there people on the side giving
yes,
liquid? Or must you
yes,
pack your own liquid?
In the end, usually they do. In the middle, it depends on the marathon. I don't really remember about the Berlin Marathon, but I do know one thing. You're going to be sweating, so probably you're not going to feel like you need to pee that much. You might feel like you need to pee before because you get nervous, even to poop.
What if you had a coffee just before the marathon and you need to go?
Then you might end up with a brown suit.
So please, if there's anybody out there, tell us if there's toilets, because I always need the toilet.
The pissing queen? Okay, in case you didn't see yet, you might have seen it already. We are using Roces skates, and let's just talk a little bit why this skate can be a good skate for beginners. This is not a review about this skate, that's going to come later.
But it has 4 wheels.
It has 4 wheels, and the
which
reason
means it goes fast.
Not really, not always more wheels means faster. In downhill, you use more wheels. The good thing about having 4 wheels, so there's more points for shock absorption, which means that if the road is bumpier, there's 4 points touching the floor, making you feel a bit more comfortable. But the main advantage of using 4-wheel skates is that they are usually lower. A lot of people are skating with 3-wheel skates, which is amazing for marathons, but mainly for more advanced skaters because the skate is taller. Okay. Also, as a beginner skater, you don't usually want to skate with a carbon skate because it's not as comfortable. These skates are a little bit more forgiving. So having a skate like this, a more forgiving skate is going to be more comfortable. This is a fitness skate, okay. But for a beginner doing a marathon, a fitness skate is much better than a racing skate. This is a big problem for a lot of the guys that want to do their first marathon. They go for the most expensive gear that they can find, and then they can't skate them because the skates are too advanced for them. So this is a perfect skate for a beginner to use as their first marathon. It's a forgiving, comfortable skate and it's low to the ground. It has a long base. Why is it important to have a long base? If the wheelbase is too short, the skates are going to turn too much. And yes, this is still a racing event. You might not be racing for the first place, but there's parts that you're still going to go fast. And it's actually a flat marathon, the Berlin Marathon.
How fast is fast?
It depends on the skater. As you should know, the first place makes less than 1 hour, which means that his average speed is more than 40 kilometers. For us, if we do like an average pace of 20 kilometers is good. That would be really good. That would be in the 2 hours. For a beginner, it's good. It's a good time to go. I have one question for you. Why did you bring me to this track?
So what we're going to do is Ricardo's going to teach me some moves, and then we're going to go out on the open road.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to say. So this is a common mistake when it comes to training. Yes, this is like a short track. We're just around the building. And being around the building could be a good thing for you to learn some things about skating, because if you're skating with someone, it's going to be easier for the two of you to just perfect some things. But at the same time, it becomes boring, especially if you're going to be doing more distance. And if you're going on straight lines, you're going to be able to perfect your technique a lot more. Now, another thing that you should know is what I'm always saying is when you do something like this, like a marathon, this might seem really, really stupid, but you're good at swimming, right? You should think about...
I'm a freaking mermaid.
Yeah, I know, but you should think about swimming. And the reason why I say that is skating a longer distance, it's just like swimming. The one that does the last pushing, the last strides, usually is the one that gets less tired. And that's really important if you're going to be doing a long distance. So you want to do like slow strides. And for that, you need to perfect your technique. And that's where we can talk a little bit today.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So ready.
Okay, we're going to do a few exercises for you to perfect your technique.
I'm getting hot now.
Okay, you can take your SkatePRO jacket. Thank you, SkatePRO. Not to the butt, it's to the jacket.
So I have a tip too.
And that is?
To use sunscreen. Because even though Berlin wasn't very sunny the last time we were there, ladies, you don't want wrinkles. And you can keep your legs open because legs always need to be browner.
So, here's the thing. The first exercise that you can do is, imagine, for you to be able to skate, to do longer strides, that means there will be a lot of time that you're going to be on one leg only, right? So the first exercise would be just trying to do as long as you can on one leg. So you can just skate and try to stay on the right one. Something like this, and then 1, 2, 3, and then stay on this one. 1, 2, 3, go. Which one is your right?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, let's go back. Ladies and gentlemen, is there anyone that wants to teach Janice which one is the left and right? If you're doing it with someone that never did, this could actually be an exercise. Check this. Something like this could be one, but we're not going to do that. 3, 2, 1, skate, 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 skate. You roll on the right one. Roll. Now 3, 2, 1. You don't know how to wait out the tree, huh? Okay, that's good. The reason why it's being harder for you, and this is like a really common mistake for a lot of people when they skate, is you're starting with your foot far from the center of your body. The center of your body is your belly button. So you need to put your feet together so that your belly button is on top while you're rolling. And then when you bring your knee up, your other foot, the rolling foot, is underneath your belly button. That's going to make it easier, okay? And that's it. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, and now roll first. And now 3, 2, 1, go. Bend your knee a little bit. That's a lot better. That's good. Okay. There she goes for water, and then she's going to want to pee. Now we're going to do the exact same with the other one. 3, 2, 1. So when you do it like this, there won't be any part that you'll skate like this. Step number 2 would be something like this, that you're going to be rolling on one foot. But imagine if I roll on my right foot, I'm going to push with the left one. The one always rolling is the right one. The left one is always the one pushing. So it would be something like this. You don't know what to do with your arms. You can keep them on your chest, or you can just put them behind your back. I prefer to put them behind my back, but for a beginner, a lot of times it's hard because in case they fall, they don't know, they go straight with their face. So just keep them like on your chest. Okay, let's try it. Let's first just roll a little bit. Roll, 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 roll. Now your feet together, lean forward, and now let's push always. Boom. Yes, try to take as long as you can to bring your foot back. Yes, bend the front. Yes, bend the right knee. Now let's try with the other one. 3, 2, 1. Roll on the left, lean forward, and now go. Push and come back. Push and come back. Now the final exercise would be mixing both. And now if you're mixing both, you would be really close to a good technique on skating a marathon. And that would be something like this. One, and then bring it back. And then the other one, and then bring it back. This is going to feel really weird, but you're gonna wanna do all these as slow motion as you can. Right one, push. Slow, left, slow. Keep your belly button always on top of the foot in the middle. That is perfect. Now the final step to actually be skating, it's doing the exact same and just taking longer from the foot that it's outside pushing to the center. Right now you're doing more like this. And now you need to go more like roll, roll, roll. And this is going to be the final step. You want to try it? You want to try it? Try it alone. Just roll on one foot. That is perfect. The thing that you're doing wrong, you're not an accordion. You're not a spring. This is what you're doing, Janice. You always want to keep your center of gravity at the same height. Think about your hips. The hips will always stay at the same height. It's gonna kill your legs, and that's why we're here training. 1, 2, push, push. Stay lower.
It's the lower that kills me. Top tip from the wifey. This one's for the single ladies. Make sure you're looking cute. Do your nails, put on some makeup. You know, get your skates to match your nails. You never know who you're going to pull or be skating next to along on the 42-kilometer marathon. Not much.
Let's go.
I was giving some top tips to the ladies.
What?
This is our natural habitat.
Here goes my bush baby. Come.
At the marathon. How you doing?
So, until now, you might feel that it's a bit difficult to just roll because you're always like against the wind. So imagine if you'd be skating alone for 42 kilometers, that's what you would get. Like you would get the wind in your face the whole time. The thing is, there will be 5,000 other people skating. So you
just hold on to them.
Kind of. You don't really hold on to them that way.
Free
but
ride.
You can get a free wind ride. So there's a way for you to actually go, and there's a lot of times that you actually get like a free ride, and I will explain you how. Basically, you need to learn how to skate in a pack. Pardon. Basically, you need to learn how to skate in a pack. There will always be people skating in a line. If you go in front of the line, you're going to be against the wind the whole time. But you also have a good advantage, which is the people in the back.
They push you.
They push the one in front of them, so you end up getting like pushed. But there's a better position than first place, and that's around third, fourth, fifth place in that pack. I wouldn't say second, because if you come in second, when the one in front gets tired, he goes out, and the one in second, it's you, and then there you are pushing against the wind. But if you are in between third and fifth position of that pack, if you can always manage to be in that position, you always...
Dude, there's no way I'm going to join in on a pack.
You will always be on a pack, and you will always be on third position, because Jalen is going to be in front, I'm going to be in second, and you're going to be in third. But for someone at home watching these that wants to do a marathon,
These tips are for you.
That would be the ideal position for you, to try to be in between third, fifth, even depending on how big the pack is.
And if one person in the pack goes down, the whole pack goes down.
Well, if you go down by yourself, you might also get like all the people on top of you. So it's always going to be dangerous that way. What you need to know is the back of the pack goes like a spring, just like this. So basically the back of the pack is always going slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast. But if you are in front, every time they come fast, they push you, they push you, they push you.
Oh, so scary.
It's not really like that. It's actually, you don't really skate that much. You're just pushing a little bit, and the guys in the pack are actually making you go at that speed.
Oh,
so
painful.
what I'm going to teach you now is how to skate in a pack. So we're gonna try to do it right here without moving. So try to put your hands on my hips. And now I'm gonna start by pushing with this leg. When I push with the right leg, you need to push with your right leg at the exact same time as me. What happens is, if you don't push, this is gonna happen. See? If you don't pay attention to what I do with my legs, you're gonna get kicked, and sometimes you might even trip on the foot of the guy in front, and then yes, you fall and you get the whole pack on top of you. So yes, we really need concentration on this. It's the part of the race that can help you a lot, but that can also be the most dangerous part. So just put your hand on my hips now. You need to be close and not be far. Be close and I know you're scared, but you need to be close and just need to pay attention. When I move my right foot back, your right foot also goes back. So let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go, come back. Now the left one. Back, come back. Now let's try it just rolling. Let's just roll from there and let's try to get it. Right. Roll, now left. All right. That's actually really easy, right? Now, this is forbidden. You cannot hold the person in front of you like that. That's completely illegal. But you can actually touch them every now and then. You don't want to push them or you don't want to grab them.
Ladies, that's where the pulling comes into the Berlin Marathon.
Now the
you
thing,
can touch them in.
but the thing is, you can touch, but just don't grab like that. So let's try to do the exact same, but now without grabbing. Okay, let's try it. That's perfect. Okay, here's the thing. The most important thing is to actually keep a short distance. And as you just realized, it's actually scary.
I don't like it.
It's actually scary to be that close. But the biggest problem here is, if you're not close enough, imagine if Janice is not close enough, if she's like at this distance, when I push, if I somehow touch her feet, she falls forward. If she falls forward, she's gonna fall straight against my feet. And that's why it's so important to be close. In case I hit her, or in case someone in the back hit her, if she falls, she has her hands right there.
Do you wear protections?
If you want.
Like knee pads and all?
You can use, and like as a beginner, beginners should use protections. A lot of times people are like, but the top guys don't use them. The top guys don't use them because they say it's super restrictive, but even some of the top guys will use gloves, or some of the top guys would use knee pads, like just a really slim thing. But for a beginner would actually be a really good option to use protections.
You're welcome.
And I guess that's it for today. The whole idea was to give you a couple of tips that you can take advantage for your next marathon. If it is the Berlin Marathon.
And how to pull at the Berlin Marathon.
If it's going to be...
I've already pulled. So I'll leave the other opportunities to you ladies.
Or guys.
Guys, you can also look cute and wear red nail polish.
So, if your next marathon, it's the Berlin Marathon, well, you already know. We're going to be there, so we're going to see us there. We're going to be at the SkatePRO booth before the marathon, so you can meet us at the SkatePRO booth. Make sure to follow this series.
Berlinos.
And that's it. We're training to Berlin. We're going to be making reviews on these skates soon too. So stay tuned and enjoy your training. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you can give us a thumbs down. And like I always say, more important than anything, just don't forget why we all started skating. And that is...
It's fun!